I remember so well the day that I decided to take the position at Maersk. It was September 2005. It was the typical hot, sunny day in Houston. Hurricane Katrina had just hit New Orleans, and there were thousands of people pouring into the city. I was coming from a large church that was organizing volunteers. I had to park more than a mile and a half away because there were so many people who'd come to volunteer. On my way home, I was talking to my sister and I was giving her an update on my job search. Maersk had offered me a position, but I'd really wanted to get back east, closer to my mom, because my father had passed away. But then it hit me, and the tears just started flowing, and I knew I wasn't ready to leave Houston yet. So I took the position with Maersk. Then on that very first day in the office, I remember reading the story behind the Maersk star. It was a story of dedication to work, a love of family, and a faith in God. And I knew I'd made the right choice. You know, and you've been working on a resume like I have. You reflect on the things that you've achieved. But inevitably, what you really remember are the people who touched you. My very first project, I was assigned to improve documentation, and I had members from North America, the Global Service Centers, and Center. And this was during the integration with P&O Nibley. And while we significantly improved the quality of documentation, I think even more importantly, what we did is we went from an us versus them mentality to one where we were definitely mutually respecting each other, and we worked as one team. The success of that project got the interest of Center, and so I was asked to be a part of a small team to develop a program to help others to do the same. That program was called Process Excellence. PEX captured my heart, and it remains what I do today. The Woodlands office that I was in became the global benchmark for process excellence. Everywhere you looked, there were engaged colleagues and continuous improvement. 3 years after I started, I was asked to lead a global project, and I was allowed to locate that project in Charlotte. So God knew what I could not have possibly known, that Maersk would get me back east, closer to my mom. That team was called Customer Experience Innovation, or CEI. We were a small team of 9, highly diverse, and we became known as the team that did things just a little differently. We had a tiny little budget that we were going to have to use in order to create a change of focusing inward to focusing on the customer. With that tiny budget, we decided to focus our solutions from the 3 global service centers to focus on what I believe is the most important thing to make a difference for our customers, and that is our colleagues. One of those solutions, called Shipment Ownership, lives on today in a program called Customer Care. To our customer experience ambassadors all over the world, keep that spirit alive by taking care of our customers every single day. After CEI, I was privileged to be asked to lead the North America Process Excellence team, a very small but powerful team. Together we grew the knowledge of the Maersk improvement model and the process excellence tools. And while the $35 million in hard savings was important, I know what really jazzed us was seeing the joy of colleagues when they realize they have the power by working together to reduce waste and to create more value for our customers. To our black belts, our green belts, and our process management teams, I ask you to keep those continuous improvement fires burning. With the PEX foundation in place, we were asked to change our focus to develop the Maersk line operating system. That allowed me to get closer and work with so many of you. For example, the Global Operating System and Transformation team. That was a highly professional team that is really focused on creating positive change. My very own NAM Regional Leadership Team, the Global IMLOS Sustainability Team, and all of the operating system folks. We put in place something that had never been done before, a global standard way of managing and running the business. That IMLOS, Maersk Line Operating System, say it with me team, helped us to put the right people at the right time making the right decisions for the business. A little special note to the NAM RLT. I hope that this year you take home the trophy for Region of the Year, because NAM deserves it. And when you do, give a little thought to me, because I'll be cheering you on. It's been a great privilege to meet so many wonderful, talented people all over the world. And when I hear news from other countries, I'll be thinking of you, my Maersk family. And while I could go on for hours talking about how much you've touched me, I'd like to come full circle. This year at the National Sales Forum, our talented marketing organization brought in a photographer from New Orleans. He wanted, after Hurricane Katrina, to help the people coming back to the city to talk about their love of their city. And what he did is he did it through photography. He took a picture of them with their love note to their city on themselves. So with that, I would like to leave you with my love note to you, Maersk. I believe in you.